other one had to say. Reminiscing this and that and having such a good time. Oodle lolly, golly, what a day. Oodle lolly, doodle lolly, golly, what a day. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday night sacred pipe ceremony. I am Patrick, your friendly neighborhood shaman. I am sitting here not in Sherwood. I spent the day in Sherwood. It was kind of a slow day at the office. I didn't have many clients, so I spent the day watching Robin Hood movies. Woo! So, anyway, that was my day. Welcome and thank you for joining me tonight. Like I said, we are not in Sherwood, but we are in the beautiful surroundings. Here, let's do a full circle. I don't even know what that looks like because I'm behind the camera now. Haha! The beautiful Cedar River. That is what it looks like here. And even above, we are held by these beautiful trees. All this green that's starting to brown a little bit as we get closer and closer to the dark half of the year. And so that's where we are. And so I'm going to put my phone down. Let's see if I can, there we go. And so that is where we are. We're going to do a sacred pipe ceremony. Yeah. I tend to babble a little bit at the beginning just to give people a chance to know that we are on, that people join us. Get a couple last swigs of my chai, but come on in, welcome. Haha! I forgot that was in there. Deer tail. So I have been doing these videos for now on 2.5 years. Almost exactly 2.5 years. I believe I started in March 2.5 years ago at the beginning of the pandemic. And there was a spot in between where I kind of went to monthly rather than weekly. But the truth is I missed it so much that I came back to doing it weekly. And I started it to give people a time, at a time when we were uncertain. Roulette, Joe wants to know where to get a drum. Four Sisters has a whole bunch. Four Sisters has drums. I believe they are deer hide drums, but they're actually pretty good quality, and I think they're relatively a good price. It's a good basic drum until you make your own, hint hint. Anyway, this one is, I actually didn't make this one. This is a moose hide drum that I bought from. Another good place to get them, or even to get drum kits, is Centralia Fur and Hide. I believe that's what they're called. And they do, they do mail service, so like you order it and they send it out, and they're in Centralia. So when you're in South King County, etc., in Washington, it doesn't take too long to get things from them. But I was at my day job, well, it had to have been 3 or 4 years ago now, and I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden I heard in my head, you need to get a moose drum. And I'm like, okay. And I just kept hearing, you need to get a moose drum. And so I looked at Centralia Hide and Fur, or Fur and Hide, one way or the other. And they just happened to have one. And so I ordered it. And I'm really glad I did. This I don't know if it's because of the moose hide, or if it's because of the way the drum is made. But unlike my other drums, this one isn't as susceptible to humidity and temperature, which is why I bring it for these ceremonies, because any of my other drums, it might be okay at the beginning because it's coming from a warm car, etc. But by the end of the ceremony, it sounds like a cardboard box. And so this keeps up the voice really well. Of course, then after I got the moose hide drum, I was drumming one day, and my moose drum said, or I actually asked the drum, I'm like, okay, what kind of drum bag do you want? You shouldn't ask your drum what kind of drum bag it wants unless you're ready to get it. But it's like, I want a cougar hide drum bag. And I'm like, where the heck am I gonna get cougar fur? But I did. There's a woman I know, her name's Lupa. I think her business is Green Wolf. She's got Etsy site, different things. But she is a shaman as well, and her specialty is that she goes to like estate sales and antique stores and finds hides or like taxidermy animals, buys them, and then does ceremony to clear the energy, to release any part of the animal spirit that's still attached. And then she creates, either sells them as is or creates like medicine objects. And so I checked with her first, and she came up with a cougar skin, and it turned out to be just perfect. And I was able to make a drum bag that is just perfectly fits my drum. So, and I've got these are prayer ties from the Vision Quest I just went on a week and a half ago or whatever. One of the facilitators every year when you go on the Vision Quest, she makes prayer ties for each participant. And so I carry them on my drum bag all year long just to help keep in touch with that energy. And then the night before I go to the next Vision Quest, I burn those ones to release the energy and the prayers of that past year in order to open to the prayers and to receive the blessings of that particular one. So anyway, I hope that answers your question, Roulette. A little bit more than you asked for, but yeah, it's amazing what you can manifest. I have no idea. I had no idea that I could find a cougar hide. I wasn't even sure if it was legal, but it is. So, and again, I did blessings over it. I thanked the cougar for its gift. Every stitch I did was with prayer, with intention and love and gratitude for allowing me to honor the cat by creating a sacred object. So, for what it's worth. Anyway, so we are going to do our sacred pipe ceremony. And the first thing, of course, we're going to set sacred space to create that energetic container for us to do our inner work, our sacred work, basically calling in the spirits to hold space around us, a higher vibrational frequency, so that we ourselves can let down our walls, can let down our protections in order to better open our hearts to receive what Spirit has for us. So we do that with the drum, with the wind horse, and the drum, which has been literally used since the beginning of time. It's like the oldest one of the oldest methods of calling the spirits, because it brings things into the physical realm, the physical vibration. And because we've used it for so many hundreds of thousands of years, as soon as you start drumming, the spirits are like, okay, where is it? Where's the party? We're gonna go. And so we use the drum to call the spirits. And this is how I do it. This is not the only way to do it, but this is how I call in the spirits. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for blessing us with your love and your light. Oh. So we are now in safe and sacred space. You may notice that you're breathing a little bit easier. All of a sudden things have kind of calmed down, because this is not confined to 3D reality. When we set sacred space, and my intention is to include anybody watching this video, you are now virtually on the banks of the Cedar River with me, in circle with me, in safe and sacred space. So it's okay to breathe, to take the world off your shoulders, to know that you are safe, that you are watched over, that you are protected. And from here, we can, again, like I said, open our hearts to receive the blessings of Spirit. So if you are new here, and I always thank those who have been with me for the 2.5 years I've been doing this, for sitting through this part, but I like to do a little tutorial for anyone that may be watching this for the first time, who have never been to a pipe ceremony before. Being a pipe carrier is a calling. It's like a vocation, like becoming a priest, same as being a shaman. It's kind of that choiceless choice. And so I definitely felt the calling, and things fell right in place. I received my pipe, and had the perfect person to teach me how to teach me the traditions as best she could, and different things. And now I'm actually, if you're watching this, if you're in the Seattle area, besides this Wednesday night pipe ceremony, I also lead the pipe ceremony every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock at Stargazers Metaphysical Gallery in Bellevue. So from 11 to 12, we do this pipe ceremony. Sometimes we get other ceremonial things thrown in there, and a talk about something spiritual and such. And so it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it, and you are definitely invited to come if you are in the area. Otherwise, I hope that you get what you're looking for, these weekly ones. I appreciate everybody who tunes in and watches these. It really, your presence really does make a difference. Your energy adds so much to these. So, for those who don't know, this is a sacred pipe. This is a sacred pipe. The original sacred pipe was brought to the Lakota people 19 generations ago by White Buffalo Calf Woman. And the stem is the divine masculine, and the bowl is the divine feminine. So we keep it separate because when we put the pipe together, hi Leslie, good to see you. When we put the pipe together, we're basically creating, we're basically holding all creation in our hands. It's the masculine, the feminine, the light and the dark, the hard and the soft, and putting them together so we have, it's basically the yin yang. And when I put the pipe together, it basically awakens the spirit of my pipe, and it creates a channel straight to Creator. So from the time I put the pipe together until the time I take it apart is one giant prayer. So be mindful of your thoughts. Don't, oh God, I just had a bad thought. Oh crap, there's another one. That's not what I'm talking about. Just pay attention. If you find yourself thinking something you don't want, or you're falling into like victimhood, or, you know, I always recommend praying in gratitude. Like instead of saying, please heal my back, it's like, thank you for my robust health. Thank you for my healing. And by praying in gratitude for what you're actually wanting, you help to manifest that result sooner. And so when I put the pipe together until I take it apart, think your biggest, bestest thoughts, pray your biggest, bestest prayers. There's nothing too small or too big to pray for. In fact, dream big. You know, it's like, as an artist, I always hear to, like when you go to shows or you're showing your pieces, to put the price at a place that's just above what's comfortable, right? And because you don't know the value of your own work. And so by putting it a little higher than is comfortable, you're actually approaching the real value of it to someone else. And likewise, when you're praying, when you're dreaming, aim high. Dream for the biggest thing you can think of, even if it's uncomfortable. Think your biggest, bestest thoughts. Because we tend to, oh, there's something over on the other bank. Who are you? Just a little animal, I can't tell what it is. Blessings, little one. Anyway, squirrel. So when you think your thoughts, we tend to undervalue ourselves. We tend to, oh, I don't deserve that. Oh, I could never get that. Oh, that's just not gonna happen. Screw that. Think about what it will be like when that happens. Know that if you can desire it, if there is a place in your heart, a deep desire and passion for something, that is a divinely given compass of what you deserve. So whether you think it could ever happen or not, pray for that. Dream about that, even if it's, even and especially above your comfort zone. You know, like they say that cliche about, you know, reach for the stars, because what is it? I'm never good at quotes. I should never try to quote something that I'm not totally familiar with. But it's like, aim for the moon, because if you miss, you'll still end up among the stars, or something like that. But it's, you deserve so much more than you think you do. And you are capable of so much more than you think you are. I think it's a sparrow. Is that you, Jack? All right, anyway, squirrel. So when I put the pipe together, until I take it apart, just be mindful of your thoughts. You don't have to guard them. You don't have to try to think only good thoughts, because, you know, it's like with the law of attraction. As soon as someone learns that they can manifest things, that their thoughts become things, we tend to get paranoid. Oh crap, I just had a bad thought. Okay, crap, I just had another bad thought. It's not once you learn about the law of attraction or the power of prayer that these things kick in. It's the way it has always been. You have always been creating your reality through your thoughts and through your prayers, through your dreams. And so it's a matter of fine-tuning your thoughts, fine-tuning your dreams more in the direction of what you want. But if you're in the same patterns, it's like worst case scenario, things are just going to stay the same. It's not that you're going to suddenly fall into the pits of hell or something like that because you had a bad thought. You've always been doing it. You are, when they talk about humans being created in God's image, that's what they mean. You are a creator, like the great creator, like Source. And you have all the power of the universe behind you. You are not this frail little body. I was tempted to tell a story of Dragonfly. Maybe I'll do that afterwards. But Dragonfly comes in to remind us that life is an illusion. We are not just these frail little bodies, that we have all the power of the universe behind us, like me manifesting a cougar hide for my drum bag. The other drum wants a Wolverine hide bag, and fortunately I already have one, so I've got a number of projects on my to-do list. That's one of them, to make a drum bag out of Wolverine that I got from the same person. So anyway, so that's basically the pipe in a nutshell. There's so much more to learn about it, but that's basically what all you really need to know. And the way that the ceremony is going to look, just to give you an idea so you can follow along. First thing I'm going to do is light some sage, and I've got a little altar here in front of where you can't see it. So I'm going to light some sage, and I'm going to smudge everything on my altar here. And then I'm going to say a prayer, ask for permission to smoke in this place at this time. Then I will put the pipe together, and then I will put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl. And that part is out loud, so you'll hear the prayers that I say to the different 4 directions, etc., etc., as I put the tobacco into the bowl. And then once I have that done, there's a rock underneath my ankle. Once I have that part done, there it is. Then my guides have asked me to do a song. They gave me a song to sing before each ceremony that I facilitate. So I will sing that song, then I will light the pipe, and then I will offer the pipe to the 4 directions, to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, to all my creation, all my relations, all my creations. I guess that's true too. And to Creator, and then I will hold the pipe with the stem to my forehead and the bowl to my heart in silent prayer for a moment. And then I will come back, I will relight the pipe, and then the first thing I'm going to do after relighting the pipe is I'm going to take a deep puff, great big puff. I'm going to blow it straight at my camera, and through the magic of the internet and the holographic universe, That is a blessing coming through the smoke, through my breath, through my camera, through the internet and the holographic universe, through whatever device you are watching this on, to your heart. And that is the place where I was talking about thinking the biggest, bestest thoughts and dreaming the biggest, bestest dreams. That's where you step it up, and that's when you do the biggest, hugest, giganticest dream or prayer or thought that you can think of. Then I'll come back and I'll blow some other breath blessings, set for some of my own intentions, intentions that others have asked me to pray for, and intermittently sitting in silent meditation, coming back and doing more breath blessings. And once the energy feels complete, I will say another prayer, I will sing another song, and then I will take the pipe apart. And that will be the end of the ceremonial part of tonight. And then, although technically we're still in that, we'll still be in that safe and sacred space, so technically we'll still be in ceremony. And then I'll talk some more, whatever my guides have to say, and then we will call it a night. And while I am doing the pipe, I always forget to say this, but when I'm doing the blessings and different things, my purpose in doing these videos and doing this ceremony is to give you a safe and sacred space to connect to spirit in whatever way is right for you. You can just sit in silence and watch me, and as I blow breath blessings out, feel free to attach your prayers to that smoke. Allow the smoke to carry it to Great Spirit. Or if you want to just meditate or chant or sing or dance or yoga or whatever it is you do to connect the spirit, that is the purpose of this video. That is the purpose of my doing these, is to give people that opportunity in the middle of their week for an hour or so to decompress and to connect to spirit. And so whatever feels right to you. If we were in person, it would be a little different. As part of the magic of doing this online, because it gives you the freedom to do whatever it is you want to do in order to connect. So you are welcome to do whatever that is, whatever that looks like. Anything else? I think that is it. Oh, I forgot to put one of my stones on the altar. I keep carrying the stone around, and I forget to put it on the altar. It's iolite. I've been carrying it since just before my vision quest a week and a half ago. It's called the Viking's Compass. Because if you have a piece that's thin enough, even when it's overcast and cloudy, you can hold it up and you'll be able to tell where the sun is. The sun it'll brighten up where the sun is. And so the Vikings used it as their compass, so they could always tell where the sun was, so they knew what direction to go. Pretty cool, huh? And it seemed very appropriate for my quest, along with, I had a couple of spirit visitation, animal-wise, sent from Artemis, who is my matron goddess, osprey and cheetah. And so it's like this whole hunter thing, and like osprey has the black around its eyes so that it can actually look into the light. And here I've got the stone that's helping me to find the light so I can head toward the light. And cheetah, with its efficiency of motion and the speed and hunting skills, it's like, choom, and unstoppable. All right, not Ron-stoppable, unstoppable. Anyway, we won't go there. All right, so let's start our ceremony. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Creator, grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All our guides and guardians watch over us as we smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, Tuwabin, Shaunadisi, Najakiwas, and Wabus, there is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all our relations come smoke with us. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo calf woman, bringer of the pipe and the law of good relations to the people. Okene by Yama Okene by Yama Okene by Yama Okene Okene by Yama Okene by Yama Okene by Yama Okene Okene by Yama Okene by Yama Okene by Yama Okene. grandmother, grandfather, eagle, we send a voice. We thank you for our lives. Thank you for the guidance, for the love, for seeing us when we can't see ourselves, for believing in ourselves when we can't believe. Thank you for always holding us in your love without judgment or conditions. Thank you for who we have been, for who we have become, and for who we are becoming. Aho. Ihi la ihi o, ihi la ihi o, ihi la ihi o, ihi, ihi, ihi la ihi o, ihi la ihi o. Aho. Oof, God. Wow. How was that for you guys? It just, wow. It never, I mean, it never ceases to amaze me how powerful that is. It's just amazing. This, you know, and I was raised Catholic, and so, and then discovered paganism, and then became a shaman. So I have been doing ceremony and ritual literally my entire life. And this, hands down, is the most sacred ceremony that I know of. And it's just such an honor to be able to share it with others. And it's all about, the pipe is all about bringing people together. It's about union. The red of the stone, let me put that there. The red of the stone is to remind us of the blood of all races. You know, one of my guides happens to be Standing Bear, who was a chief of the Ponca tribe in Nebraska. And he is the one that famously sued the United States government for basically human rights for the native tribes. And he's the one that famously said, if you prick me, do I not bleed? Is my blood not the same color as yours? And that is the spirit of the pipe. The pipe came, White Buffalo Calf Woman brought the pipe at a time when the tribes were bickering and there was starvation and drought. Game was scarce. There was not a lot of unity among the tribes. And she brought the pipe as a centering point, as a way to unite, just the way I said that the stem is the divine masculine and the bowl is the divine feminine, bringing that together in the same way, bringing men and women and all races and all humans together into the one family that we actually are. So that is the basis, I mean, the very basis of why the pipe exists. And it was the center, it became this, when she brought the pipe, she also taught a total of 7 different ceremonies, sacred ceremonies, including the Vision Quest, including the Sweat Lodge, where they all revolved around the pipe. The pipe was the central. This is church. This is a mobile altar, because the people at the time were nomadic, and that way they could bring it with them. They could carry church with them. They could carry their altar with them and connect to the sacred, to the divine at any time, to remind them of the divinity within them. So to be able to share it with others, you know, this isn't something that, you know, that's made available for a lot of people. It's not like you see a lot of this happening elsewhere. And so it's just an honor to be asked to do this. I can't emphasize how much of an honor this is, and how much, I don't know, how right it feels. It's just, I don't know. When I became a pipe carrier, my life kind of expanded exponentially. It's just, like they say, you don't carry the medicine of the pipe carries you. And I am so grateful to have this in my life. It has become such a central point for me to connect to spirit, to connect with my own self, that I am so, and just to be able to share it is amazing. So thank you for receiving. Thank you for always tuning in, for watching. That in itself is support. That supports me and my life and my works, and the fact that it does touch people. That, you know, some of you guys have been watching me since the very beginning, and you're still here. It just makes it so worthwhile. And to know that I'm doing a good job, I guess. Job satisfaction. But it wouldn't be as powerful if you weren't here. Seriously. And even if you're watching this a year or 2 years from now, your energy, this defies time and space, and your energy is a vital element in this ceremony tonight. And if you need this, like I said, I have 2.5 years worth of videos of these sacred ceremonies on my YouTube channel, Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel, where you can get on and subscribe and like my videos, please. But also, it's a resource if you're ever feeling that you need to connect to spirit, that there's something missing, and you find this helpful to connect to spirit. Pull one up and watch it. Whatever, and it'll be funny, because whatever I said at that time, even if it was a year or two ago, is going to totally make sense to you at that time. That's the way spirit works. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for becoming part of my circle. I appreciate every one of you, and I thank you. Thank you for your courage to be on the planet at this time. That's what the pipe does for me, is it helps. Well, when I was on my Vision Quest recently, you know, the first day is usually the hardest, because you're sitting in the woods and you're like, I should be doing something. I should be doing something. And you realize there's nothing to do but sit and pray and connect to spirit and do ceremony, etc. But meanwhile, your brain is still in active mode. And I was asking what do I do? How do I tell what's true and what's not true? What's real and not real? And they instructed me to when I get flabbergasted and overwhelmed, to sit with my pipe and connect. And for those who don't know it, I am a unicorn. And they said, open your third eye, bring out your horn, and allow the horn, your unicorn horn, to pierce the veil of illusion. And it was my Nathaniel, my reindeer power animal, that was telling me this. And so I got into that state, and it was just like, whew, the whole sky in front of me. It was like I was looking at the sky, and it was like one of those scenes, like the old artwork with the angels and stuff. But it was this multicolored. It was like those new space photographs from the new telescopes and such. Just this beautiful multicolored spaciousness of truth, of infinity and beyond. And it was like, okay, so I basically need to drop into my own truth in order to see the truth around me. And so that's what I give you, is to be like the unicorn. Unicorn is the wildest and purest and most innocent of all creatures. They heal by their very presence. And so call in a unicorn. Call in a unicorn to come and sit with you, to find your own truth, and to pierce that veil, the truth. You know, some people are going to think, oh, this is so funny, he's talking about finding the truth with a fictional animal, a mythological animal. But it's true. Unicorns are real, I promise. Anyway, so that's that. So, and if my ceremonies help you to remember that, who you are, to remember that you are spirit, you are not this body, you are eternal spirit, and at some point this life will be over. These bodies are temporary, but your soul, your spirit is eternal. It is indestructible. That is the truth. And that is the truth that disperses all the falsehoods and illusions and mists and smoke and mirrors. You are divine. You are creator. You are the universe. Whew. All right, so I guess that's what I had to say for tonight. I hope that makes sense to everybody. And again, I will share this to my Facebook page, and I will upload it to my Perching Wolf Studios YouTube channel, so you can watch it again. You know, feel free to please share this video with your friends, to pages, to your wall, or whatever. And if you like my work, if you enjoy my company, if I haven't scared you off, check out my website, perchingwolfstudios.net, and you can actually set up a personal session with me for readings, healing, shamanic healing, for classes. I do mentoring, one-on-one mentoring. I've also got some classes I'm planning on bringing out again this fall. So visit my website, perchingwolfstudios.net, and I would love to be there for you, to support you on your path, to help you find your way. That's my job, and I love my job. So anyway, I think that is it for tonight. So I'm going to release the spirits that so lovingly have held space for us. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, the spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Aho. All right, my friends. I hope you'll join me again next week. I'm not sure if I'll be outside or inside, but it's an adventure. But we will be here again next week, same time. Invite your friends, share the video, and until I see you next time, know that I love you, that I see you, and that I honor you. Have a wonderful week, everyone. I'll see you soon. Go Shining. Bye.